Let me. I need to put a hat on.
Brothers, let me just put this out there real quick. You're gonna see how a lot of our women talk just like how she's gonna be talking, and she's going and she doesn't take accountability for anything. So I'm just going to show y'all how a lot of our women. This is how a lot of our women speak as we get through this video. They don't take accountability for their actions, and even if they do, they are not always going to blame. They're not going to take all of the accountability. They're going to blame somebody else. And Kendra's going to actually try to, give us some, I guess I would say encouraging words, but it didn't help. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Absolutely.
You see the plants? Those fake plants? You ready? You ready, baby? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your name, honey?
Shariah.
You're so close. Move back a little bit. Is that a crying baby?
Yes.
Is that your baby?
Yes.
How old's your baby?
3. I have twins.
You have 3-year-old twins?
Yes.
Why you not with their dad?
Oh, crazy.
What happened?
Crazy.
Who's crazy?
He was crazy. He was like a bad relationship for like 3 years.
Why you have kids by him?
I was young. Well, I'm still young. I'm 25.
Go back to the mirror. We need lights, sweetheart. I'm trying.
Brothers, how long, every time I hear a lot of these women, when they get married and they get divorced, or they have multiple kids by different men, the same excuse. I was young. 5 kids, brothers, and she's only 25 years old. 3 baby daddies. When do you start making these so-called mistakes? Let's continue.
I'm trying to work with you, baby. We need
Okay.
light, honey.
Okay.
Okay. And you gotta get the phone steady so I can see your face. Now tell me your name again.
Shariah.
Shariah. And where you calling me from?
I'm Henderson. Well, Oxford, North Carolina.
You're so close to the phone, baby girl. You have to move the phone, please.
Oxford, North Carolina. And I'm gonna take my hat off because this month is my birthday month, and I'm all about natural. So this is what I look like without no wig on, no makeup, no eyelashes, no nothing.
First of all, your hair is not natural. It is red. That is not your natural color. And if you wanted to come in here, look, I don't even know why you would even present yourself like this, young lady. But nobody's teaching these younger women how to present themselves, how to be a woman. And the reason for that is because you got a lot of older women that think that they're still in their 20s. Brothers, I don't make this stuff up. Not at all.
You got the. Do you want to go check on the kids?
Say it again.
Do you want to go check on the kids?
Do I have other kids?
Do you want to go check on the kids, or are you good?
Oh no, they're fine.
Okay. So Shariah, right?
Mhm.
You gotta bring the phone back, baby girl. There we go. So Shariah, and you're 25.
Yes.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a daycare teacher.
You a daycare teacher? Okay. What's your zodiac sign,
Leo.
honey? Leo. Have you ever been married?
No.
No. And what city you calling me from? Or what state?
Oxford. Oxford, North Carolina.
North Carolina. You did tell me that. All right. So this is Shariah, North Carolina. She has. Are the twins your only children?
No, I have 5 children.
You really have 5 children?
Yes, I did.
How old are your kids, honey?
I have a 6-year-old. I have twins. They're 3. I have a 1-year-old, and I have a 2-month-old.
Shariah.
Yes, I do.
Are they all by the same man?
3 of them. Yes.
Shariah, baby girl.
What? Kendra asked you, are all your children by the same man? And your answer was 3 of them. What happened to no? Like, even saying 3 of them is not even it doesn't sound any better. Oh, and you're not the first person that has done something like that, but That doesn't sound any better. Oh, do you, are all your children by the same man? 3 of them. That doesn't even sound right. Like, that doesn't sound any better. But let's continue.
Baby girl, who are you looking for tonight, honey?
I didn't think you was gonna pick me. I'm not really looking for nothing. I didn't think you was gonna pick me. I was just watching you on the phone, on the chair with the kids.
So do you want? I asked you in the beginning, did you want to stay? You said yes. So what do you want? Are you single?
Yes.
So do you not want to proceed, or do you want to proceed?
Oh yeah, you can proceed.
So what kind of man are you looking for, honey?
Um, Someone who is cool, established, like just cool, down to earth. Really. You don't really have to. You gotta have something going for yourself. Cause I got something going for myself. I actually, I do school. I'm a single mother of 5 kids. They're well taken care of. I am young. I work. I do everything for myself, maintain for myself. I am a single parent, so you don't have to come be a stepdad. Hold on, I'm sorry. Cut it out.
Now, brothers, is this something that you really want to deal with? 5 kids. 4 of them are under the age of 5. And this is why this is part of the reason why I say it is dangerous to deal with single mothers. And by the way, brothers, this is going to be going on through the whole show. Her kids are going to be a big distraction through the whole show. But she got everything under control. But let's go ahead and continue with this agent of chaos.
Nah, it's okay. You don't have to come be a stepdad or be there for my kids. You just have to respect me that I do have children. That's about it.
Sheree, I want to sit there for a second because you have 5 children. You have a 2-month-old, a 1-year-old, 3-year-old twins, and a 6-year-old. And the kind of guy you described, he gotta have something going for himself. And I understandably so, that's the kind of guy I think everybody wants. But what would you say to the man that is concerned? Because did you have 5 kids and you have 4 kids under the age of 5?
Yes.
We can't see your face, Shariah, honey.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm reading the comments because they is going wild in these comments.
Well, Shariah, do you understand? I want to have a real talk for you.
Yeah.
Let's have a real talk because I feel like sometimes there's judgment, but let's have a real talk with love. A real talk with love.
Before Kendra G starts her real talk, brothers, I want you guys to understand something. Whenever Kendra G is talking to women, she's being soft with them. But when it comes, if this was a man in the same situation, which there has been a couple of men with multiple baby mamas, she kind of goes hard on those men. And I'm going to tell you why. Because even she knows that a lot of our women have a childlike mentality. And to you men that have multiple kids, y'all should know better anyway. Especially if you reckless, yeah, you should be talked to like a child. But I just want you to see how she talks to this young lady. And watch how the young lady tries to battle back. Let's continue.
What would you say to the man that is concerned? Because you do come with a lot that somebody will have to accept.
Concerned about what?
Baby girl, you have a 2-month-old, a 1-year-old, 3-year-old twins. Any man that's going to join life with you has to be willing to pay for you and your kids.
Oh no, you don't have to pay for nothing. I'm not looking for no relationship marriage. You don't have to pay for nothing. My kids
you don't want marriage.
No, my kids are well taken care of. I'm
Okay.
not hopping on no boat saying nothing about marriage. That's for one.
Okay.
My kids are well taken care of.
Okay.
I don't need nothing from no one for my children. If I'm talking to someone, I'm talking to them for me. When I say you have to accept me, meaning you have to accept that I come along with children. You don't have to come in. For one, when I first start talking to you or dealing with anyone, you're not going to meet my kids when I first start talking to you or dealing with anyone. That's a one. You have to earn that. I don't just bring people around my kids.
No, that's
And
fair.
I actually clicked on.
What do you mean that a man has to earn that? Earn that? Earn what? You act like there's a bunch of men trying to get to you so we can take care of your children. Like, not to say that there are men that will be that have no problem taking care or dating a single mother. But don't think that men are running rampant trying to date single mother. They might be trying to sleep with you, but they ain't trying to cuff you like that. So don't make it like we want to meet your kids. They just trying to smash and dash. But let's continue.
Click on accept because I feel like people are so judgmental of people who have children or people who are young with multiple kids. Because I make it happen. I don't need no man to make nothing happen. A man is just like luxury, like a bag. A man is
Oh, I hope y'all heard that, brothers. A man is like a luxury, like a bag. That's all she sees. Y'all, money, 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 money. That's all she sees, brothers. Let's continue.
man is luxury, not meaning sex or nothing like that, but it's extracurricular activity. I don't need you to pay for shit or do shit for my kids until we make it there. That's the first part.
Okay,
But
so a
yes, I
couple.
do one with kids. But you don't have to come talk to me worried about no kids because my kids are fine.
Well, let me jump in. Let me just jump in. A couple things. Three men. Why can't you settle down with any of the children's dads?
One is incarcerated.
Okay.
He's been in and out of jail. We was together for 4 years, and he was like crazy.
Okay. The other two.
And my oldest son, I was 18,
Okay.
and my last one, he is I don't know what the hell to tell you about that.
Your 2-month-old baby. What's up with him?
I don't know what he got going on. He's crazy.
So Shariah, again, because I want to talk to you with love, not judgment. Is it
So, before Kendra G even gets to talking to her with love and not judgment, even though you should be judging her, three different men. I'll give her. I'll let it go with the first one because she was eight. Even though she was 18, I'll let it go. But then she dated another. She had two kids with the second guy, and he was in and out of jail. And you know what? I don't look, brothers. This, if you have a daughter, you better not let her go and make sure that you know the guy that she's dating. You make sure you meet him because once you give up your daughter, and it's like I don't want to call it a trade, but it's basically you. It's going from one home to another, and a lot of our women make very very bad choices when it comes to men because a lot of our women love chaos, and that's exactly what she liked. I don't know nothing about the first guy, but she dated a guy that was in and out of prison. Then she said the third guy, she said she don't even really even know what's up with him. So our women love chaos, and by the time they figure everything out, that's when they titties is sagging, they ass is trash, and they face ain't all that great. They ain't looking like they was when they was 20. So now they got to use their head to get a man, and that shit ain't working because a lot of the older men don't even want to even deal with the women that at their age. Guys like that are 40 and up, they don't want to deal with with women that their age. They might smash, but they don't want to deal with them. They already know that they're used, abused, and they try to go for younger women. And the older women are upset. But let's continue.
is it fair to say your three baby daddies are not men you would want to settle down with?
Say it again.
Is it fair to say that the three men you have children with are not the type of man that you would want to settle down with?
Yeah, you learn with life. I would have I would say my children saved me. Some people have kids to keep men, but I didn't have no children to keep the men. My kids saved me from certain things that I've been through in my life. I've been through a lot at an early age. So each one of my kids saved me from a different thing. So
What? What? You could have been. What if you didn't have it? So you're telling me, in order for you to be saved, you had to have children, brothers? This is why I tell you to let the woman talk, because they have 99.9% of them don't even know what the hell they talking about. They just talking to be heard, because most of our women, all they want is to be heard. They ain't saying shit, but they want to be heard. So listen to them, because half of 99.9% ain't talking about shit. Let's continue.
So with my kids, they taught me, the people I had kids with taught me a lot. They really
Right. So let me.
taught me a
So
lot of what not to settle for.
right.
If you get what I'm saying.
Okay. So Shirai, you brought up the word settle. So I want to sit there for a second. So I'm trying to hear you out, because the type of man that you're describing now is opposite from your children's dads, right? You want a different
No,
type
those are my children's dad. That's
right,
the
right.
type of
But what I'm
people.
saying is the type of man that you are requesting, that you want to accept you for you, is a different type of guy, correct?
Yeah.
So you said you don't want to settle. Can you not understand how a man that not a guy that just wants to have sex with you? Because if a guy just wants to have sex with you, you're right. He don't care
Yeah.
about what you got going on, because all he cares about is your vagina.
Yeah.
But if there's a man that wants to take you serious, he has to be willing to accept you have a 2-month-old, a 1-year-old, 3-year-old twins, and a 6-year-old. So that man has to be in a space of saying, does this make sense for me to
Yeah.
align myself with her?
Oh well, I mean, if he feel like that, then he's not for me anyway.
Okay.
That's how I feel about that. That answer that really simple for me. If he feels like that, then he's not for me. Everybody has somebody that's for them.
That's not
If you get
true.
what I'm saying, when you find
You know,
that person that's for you, they're for you.
and I,
They're
I
gonna
don't,
accept
I'm not.
everything that you come with.
Here's the deal. I want to say this. I'm not a negative person. I'm a very optimistic person. But we
Yeah.
know that that saying's not true, because we know people who are alive and they never get a romantic person. Now, granted, I believe.
Thank you, Kendra. Thank you very much for telling her that. And I hope everybody else heard that. There isn't a listen. You had, ma'am, you had three different men, and you're still talking about there's somebody for you. How many guys do you have to go through before you get to the man that's supposed to be for you? And by the way, man, listen, them kids need a belt. I know people be like, you shouldn't be spanking kids. Nah, them kids out of control. And it is the other thing too. Kendra's on the West Coast, okay? I live in the state of North Carolina. I think Kendra G's show starts at 7 Pacific. So if her show starts at 7 Pacific, in North Carolina it's 10 o'clock p.m. Why aren't the kids in bed? Every one of those kids are under 10 years old. But she said she got it though. That's what she said. She handling hers. But let's continue.
I believe God is real, and God will show up in companionship for every human being. I do believe that God will send somebody to you, but it could be a family member, not
Yeah.
always romantic situations. And we know people that live their whole lives that never end up in a romantic situation or have someone. So the saying that there's someone for everybody in a romantic situation is just not a true statement.
Say it again.
The
Because I
statement
think you
that there is.
misunderstood. I think we misunderstood each other
Okay,
from
what
the
did you
last
mean when you
words
said
you
there's
just
somebody
said.
for everybody?
Say it again.
I said what I was saying was I don't believe there's a romantic situation for every human being on this planet.
No,
Is that what you meant?
it might not be.
Okay. What
Because
did you?
some people are
Okay.
judgmental of people who already have children. I
Say
don't
again,
feel like
baby.
I said because some people are judgmental of young people who already have children. People, I feel like young who have people who have children anyway, multiple children, or have different. Everybody has a different life background, if that makes sense of what I'm trying to say. So I feel like young women who have children and multiple children or come up here like that, they judgmental about this, about appear. Like, okay, you judge a book by its cover, but you can't always judge a book by its cover. I answer this because I don't give a fuck. You feel me? About what nobody say about this. It's not about this. Because I put on clothes, I just was chilling with my kids. But people judge you by having kids. I'm a dope mama. I'm great mom. Have all of my kids. You can look at my page. I do everything for my kids. I work. I'm a hard worker. I come with my own stuff. I might not be on the level of somebody who is, what's the word I can use? Established, as in like having a career or, I might not be in their field of establishment, but I'm doing damn good to be 25 with 5 kids and bring everything on my table. So it's people on different levels for everybody. If you get what I'm saying.
I do get what you're saying, Shariah.
Yeah.
But again, because I want to just talk to you with love, not with judgment.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but you have to take responsibility for how you show up, right? So you talked about the 3 men that you have children with.
Yeah.
One's incarcerated, one's not around right now, and I forget the third scenario. But if you want to attract a different type of man, you have to show up as a different type of woman. And
correct.
To come on my show and just like whatever,
Yeah, because I was just on the chair. I didn't think you was going to.
But girl, we passed that because A, you called me, and B, I asked you several times if you wanted to continue. So the excuse of you ain't know you was gonna be here, we passed that.
Oh, it was
okay.
So fine with me because I'm fine. I am fine with my natural.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying, baby girl, what I'm saying is this. You're going to continue to attract the same type of men you had children by unless you change yourself. That's all I'm trying to say.
What do I need to change by myself? Because I answer the phone in cornrows and no wig or no makeup. Or because I came on the show with 5 children, I'm 25. What do I need to change about myself? Because
as you can see, brothers, she doesn't even, Kendra, and I'm sure she probably didn't even hear everything that Kendra said. Kendra's trying to give her trying to school her. And I know she did. And again, I don't think she heard everything that Kendra said. I don't think she did. But because of them damn kids in the background. But she's not really trying to get any type of correction. And this is the problem with a lot of our women. They don't want to be corrected because they think they know everything. That's why this so-called black community is in the state that it's in now. And it's not really a lot of black men, but there are black men that are pretty much tired of black women in America. They're tired. You got brothers that are going to get passports. There are brothers that are already leaving to go to other countries to find another woman of color outside the United States. They don't want to deal with the mess here. So, brothers, look, if this is something that you want to deal with, you just better be prepared. That's all I can tell you. Just be prepared to deal with this if this is what you want. I advise you not to deal with it. But let's go ahead and continue.
Every day I wake up in life, I'm going to have 5 children. I'm going to go hustle and go get for the 5 children. So what did I need to change? Did I need to come on here with a wig? What did I need to do? Did I need to come on here with eyelashes or made up or something like that? Because outside of comb, this is what I'm going to look like when I take that wig off. This is what I'm going to look like when that hair come off. This is what I'm going to look like when I'm sitting around the house and I'm cooking, I'm cleaning for my kids. This is what I'm going to look like when I get up off work. This is what I'm going to look like when I wake up every day. Baby, I'm not going to keep the wig on all the time. I'm not going to be boo-booed up all the time. So I came on here for the people my age, for the women that they talk down.
I got you, man.
Yeah, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry for the late entrance. You go on the show, you press join. Her response to Kendra was, I wasn't expecting to get picked. in regard to pressing join to wait to be picked. And you're saying because you told yourself, oh, there's no chance I can get picked, that now that I'm fumbling and I'm not making sense, and I don't know, I don't understand that you're giving me constructive criticism, I'm getting offended. And now instead of me just listening and absorbing the information to do better and understand the world for what it is, you're going to get offended with the host, overtalk her, and bring up something that she's not even referring to. When she talked about changing yourself, it wasn't an image, it was your whole thought process. Because you're telling yourself that everything that you've been through and with your children and as far as your choice in men have been stereotypical of your demographic of women, and you're basically you're subscribing to what every man has a problem with. And then you're telling yourself that now that you have kids, that these kids got you out of the situations that you put yourself in, and you're saying, well, they got me out of it. That I feel bad for what your kids are going to have to go through as far as what type of woman, because or mother they're going to have to deal with in the future, because you can't take accountability for shit. And now do you think she's talking about, look, she's not talking about you being natural or the, or anything in regard to your appearance. She's talking about your mindset. You don't think you have to change anything. You think that you can just pick the type of man, like it's like we're like in a candy store, and you just, well, you know what? I dealt with these men that I knew what was wrong with, bad for me. Now I'm choosing to deal with men that I'm underqualified for, and I still, they should look past the kids, my thought process, my behavior, my appearance, and everything should be just like what I see in the movies. But that's all I gotta say, bro. It's crazy, man.
Let's go ahead and continue.
Down on for the people who you might see out this and think they're ghetto ratchet or low class. I came on here for those people, and I look like this when I'm sitting around the house. So me, those type of guys that I have accepted in my past, that's really, I was learning. I was 18 when I had my first child, and when I got in my relationship, I was 21. I stayed in there, and I had my kids. That's fine. If a dude want to judge me off that, that's cool. But this is what I'm gonna look like. This is natural beauty. I mean, my head ain't done. That's fine. That is cool. But this is what I'm gonna look like up under their stuff. Some people would never come up here. Would they look like up under their wig? Would they look like up in the morning? But when I wash my face, this is what the skin gonna look like. It ain't bumpy. It ain't dirty. When I pull that wig off, this is what the cornrows gonna look like. And I'm fine with that. But no, I don't go out in the store and on public and stuff like that with no damn wig looking crazy now. But yeah, so I mean, that was cool. But I think that was not a true statement.
Well,
Because
what did I say that wasn't a true statement?
the way you said it didn't make sense to me. I didn't understand the way you said it.
Well, okay, well let me try to explain, because I want to give you the respect of saying what you have to say and listening to what, and I want to honor you and listen.
Gotcha.
My apologies. She's just saying too many things that just don't make sense. She just said she didn't even understand, and I think she was trying to say the way you delivered the message, but you didn't even give the host, which is trying to help you out, any time to even fully explain, because you already overreacted. You didn't get it, and instead of just saying, you know what, I don't understand, maybe I should listen to her whole statement. Let me apologize and say my fault for over talking you. Can you please re-explain it, and maybe I might ask you to expound, because I'm not used to this. But you overreacted, went on a whole tangent, and it's not that she didn't understand it. I don't think she remembers. She doesn't remember what Kendra said. She just went on this tangent, don't even know what the hell she went on a tangent about. And let me tell you something. These people have every right to judge you. You went on a dating show to, well, in your eyes, you just said that I didn't think I was going to get picked, but I pressed join. But you joined. You went on the show, and your representation, you could have brushed it. You don't. Natural is still brushing your fucking hair. You still got to brush your hair. You still got to make sure you put on lotion, whatever accessories you use to make sure your skin's good, brushing your teeth and everything. You look crazy. I don't care what you think because you don't have the wig on, because you're not looking whatever your representation right now is horrible. If any guy decides to talk to you, which I think if they do and you do decide to give them a chance, which you will because you're lonely, they're not going to tell nobody they had sex with you. You're literally going to be a hidden secret. And he knows that he's going to be able to get away with doing that with you because you have 5 kids. And he's going to let you talk your way out of why you look stupid every time he has sex with you, because you're going to tell yourself that whatever you're doing is your choice and this is what you wanted to do. So he's going to fall right into your own trap for yourself. Kendra was right. You're going to find yourself with the same type of man. And the fact that you can't even take any constructive criticism in regard to what she's talking about, and she's talking about your ideology about your life and what you look for in men. Like, that's all Kendra is trying to do. But that's all my fault, man. It's just too much, man. I'm used to this on this app. It's crazy. It's wow. My fault, bro.
Nah, you good. You can't make this up, brothers. You can't make this up. Let's go ahead and continue, because I think Kendra's going to give her a little bit more, I don't know, constructional criticism. Let's get to it.
You described the men that you had children by. I don't know them.
The men that I had kids
No.
with, where one.
No, wait, hold on. Hear me out. The men that you described, you told me you have a baby by a man that is, you have a 2-month-old, you don't know what's up with that father.
Well, when I say I don't know what's up is, I don't want to be, he's a good father for my child, but I don't want to.
Well, let me just continue, because I want you hear me, and you could take it or leave it. You don't have to honor it. You don't have to accept it, right? Then you have a child's father that's incarcerated, correct?
Yes, I do. 3 of my kids.
And then what's the other child situation?
Wait a minute. 3 of her kids. So first one was when she was 18. Then she had 3 kids, and she clearly did say that 3 of them, because 2 of them are twins, she had 3 with the guy that was in and out of jail or prison, but yet she had a child with him. So this is why I say, and again, brothers, a lot of our women, they like chaos. They are fueled by chaos. And this is what she has to grow up with. And the reason why I say this could be dangerous is because you have no idea, none whatsoever, what he's going to come out. You start dating this woman, right? The guy gets out of jail or prison. You don't know what type of mind state he's going to be in. None whatsoever. That dude might be crazy. Why is he touching my kids? Why is he around my children? And this dude might act like a damn animal. I don't make these things up, brothers. I'm here to help you out at the end of the day. If you want to date a single mother, that's fine. Nothing wrong with it, but it can be dangerous. And I'm going to continue to say that. Let's continue.
We was 18, so he's gone. We went our separate ways.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, if you want a different type of man, a man that might be professional, doesn't have a criminal background, a stand-up guy, whether we want to be honest or not, appearance is always going to be important to him. Not saying you got to come down here wig down. I'm not saying you got to come down here wig down. There's women with their natural hair that look beautiful. They don't need wigs. Your skin is beautiful. I'm not saying anything about makeup, but presentation does matter to the type of men that y'all say y'all want. So yes.
Well, presentation matters when I understand that, but like I was saying, I came up here and Nasser didn't really care about that because this is what I'm doing.
What I'm saying is that's Soraya. What I'm saying is that's your prerogative, and you don't have to change. You can be who you are, but all I'm saying is you're gonna keep attracting the type
No,
of men
because when
that you
I step
procreated with.
outside and I go out, I have myself accordingly. The people that I can track is when I go out, my kids are clean. My kids don't have dirty clothes on. They're always clean, well
No one
taken care
said
of.
your kids have dirty
I'm
clothes.
saying when I go out, I make sure I'm groomed and I'm wished out. But when I come back in the house, if I pull that wig off, I'm pulling that wig off. That's the only problem that I see here is that I don't have on wig and lashes and hair is not
Well, no,
gelled
baby,
up and
it's not just that. You don't have on wig, you don't have on lashes, you have kids crying in the background. You have a lot of things a man has to think about. And this is not
oh
judgment,
well,
but
kids are
that's
gonna
just what
cry.
it
If you can't
is.
accept the kids are gonna cry, that's fine. Because my kids are gonna cry. They're toddlers.
No, and and I receive that. Like I'm really not trying. I think I'm just trying to give both sides of the spectrum. And what I was just
Yeah, you're
saying is,
saying with a
you
guy
keep
point of
talking over
view.
me, but when you was talking, I listened. Can I
But
get the
I'm
same
listening to what
respect?
you're saying,
Can
but
I
it's
get the
coming
same
across as
respect? Can I get the
negative.
same respect? When you
Got you.
When did this become such a when did women become so self-centered that even in her situation, she's talking as if she's giving this man a prize? Kendra G is literally letting it on lightly as far as the type of guy she wants now. And Noah, our my white buddy, my white friend, he said women break the rules for the bad guy and have all the rules for the good guy. So she was willing to do whatever these guys that weren't good for her to have children. But this guy that she wants to change her life around she has all these rules. But then she with the her caveat is her caveat. It's not even a caveat to anybody else but her. Is that everything that you see except me for me. Remember the whole thing I used to say back in the day? Oh, he needs to be this, and that, this, and that. He can't be this way, can't be that way. His kids have to be a certain age. He has to be a certain height, making this amount of money. And when it came to her, he needs the right man will want me for me. And this is the thought process that a lot of women have in the black community. And they want to make it seem like this is a small subset of women, but no, the data backs up this claim. Most black women nowadays have this mindset, whether they have one kid or 5 kids, they think that they have them as much of a chance as dating the 1% of men. Let's just say the 15%ers of the world as any other woman in a better circumstance, meaning i.e. they're not sexually active. They have discipline. They're educated in a sense where it's not overshadowing the fact that the importance of a relationship is what is a foundation to her. They think they can overshadow those women. They're that cocky that she can have this. She's telling. She has an answer. She has an answer for everything Kendra has to say. Kids will be kids. Oh well, that's what they're gonna have to accept. These kids are gonna cry. Oh well, this is where I look. My kids don't look dirty when I got. Oh well, as if these men again in these situations, bro. I'm concerned about the kids' mental health because that's what's really the kids are screaming like it's the end of the world. You would think a meteorite is about to hit the earth right now because they're screaming their asses off. She don't give 2 shits about those kids. But that's all, bro. Sorry about that.
Again, brothers, you know my little motto. You can't make this up. I don't make this stuff up. I just put it out there for you to see what's really going on out here in America. But let's continue.
when you talk, I really want to tear you out. So can you do the same for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All I'm trying to do is enlighten you. If you want a different type of man than the men you have children with, you have to show up as a different type of woman. There's nothing to do with your kids. I'm not saying we know
Well,
your kids are a blessing.
I call back on a later show if that's what you want me to come back looking different. Because either way, when I see it coming off and I want to look like this, you're saying kids crying in the background. I come with children. They're gonna cry.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, yes. So you want a different type of man right now. You want a man that you could build.
I don't want no different type
or
of man.
I don't know. What do you want, Shariah? I'm sorry.
If I was talking, I'm not understanding what you're saying because the kids are crying in the background. The kids are gonna cry if you come to my house.
As you heard, I'm not understanding what you're saying because the kids in the bride. That's why she could. That's why she don't understand because she got all 5 of them kids acting the fool. That's the real reason. She doesn't even hear everything Kendra's saying at all. So of course she's not able to comprehend because she's trying to do 2 things at once. 5 kids out of control, and she's on a show trying to answer questions with Kendra. But see, there's certain things, there's certain words that triggering her, and she's just ready to go back and forth, like most women. So that's all it really is. She just doesn't want to hear the correctional, if that's even a phrase, correctional criticism. What's up, Rude? But let's go ahead and finish this out.
And I have my children, they're gonna cry. But if we go out, I don't go out with children. If we're going on dates, if you come to my house, my children are gonna cry because I have children. They are toddlers. So, what are you saying about that? That's what I'm not understanding.
Well, let me jump in. Some things that I've heard from men, and again, these are different types of men that don't have kids by. Some men, they work all day. They have a hard day at work. They are out in this world. They might not want to come home and then have to deal with children that might not be theirs.
Oh, that's not my type of person. That's what I was saying in the beginning. If you're gonna judge me off gate, if you're gonna judge me about me having 5 kids, then you're not for me.
Okay,
if you're gonna judge me because my kids are gonna whine or cry, you're not for me. That's what I was saying. I'm for someone that's for me.
So let's just break it down.
Let's
just go to the north. Do you want to continue? It's up to you.
Say it again.
Do you want to continue? It's up to you.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. So what are your deal breakers? You gave us, let's start from the top. What kind of man are you looking for?
Someone that's going to accept me for me. Someone who's not going to judge me off having children and assume that I have children, that you have to come along and play stepfather or be there for my children because they are well taken care of. You will see that if you ever talk to me or deal with me. That's 1 and 2.
Okay, let me just ask you one question about that. That. So you don't want to get married ever?
Not right now, no.
Okay, so marriage is not a goal.
No, not right. For me, brazen now, because nowadays how reality is, marriage just like being in a relationship with a girlfriend, boyfriend right now. How people are doing now, marriage is not really like, it's not the same that it's what it used to be. My morals is.
You know what, brothers? I said this to somebody earlier that marriage and relationship is pretty much the same. The only difference is marriage is paperwork involved, and you're under a contract. So when I hear women say, "Oh, I wouldn't date a man that's been married 2 or 3 times," what's the difference between a woman that has been in four relationships, or she's been in 4 relationships and had 6 sexual partners? What's the difference? Again, brothers, this is the mindset of a lot of our women of color in the United States, aka black women. This is what's out here, brothers. I'm not saying all of these women are like this, but a majority of them are. They think just like this. And the thing is, you have a woman trying to give her constructive criticism, and she's not taking it well at all. On top of that, she got a bunch of kids that should be in bed making a whole bunch of noise. The kids have been making noise through the whole show. 5 kids, brothers, 3 different men, 25 years old. Why would you even choose this when you can find a woman with no kids that's 25 years old? And even if that's hard to find, get you a passport and find you a woman of color outside the United States, brothers. Because our women here have no standards and have no culture. And I don't give a damn who gets mad at what I just said. If you mad, fix it. Let's continue.
To still stand by, yes, marriage is part of a goal in the long run or whatever. But for me, marriage right now, hell no. I don't want to get married right now.
Okay, fair enough. She doesn't want to be married. What else do you want, baby? Try to keep the phone in your face.
Someone who believes in the person that they're with. You got to believe in the person that you're with.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Just somebody who don't have nothing going on for themselves, or someone who don't believe in the person that they're with, someone who judges you off. Just, I don't know. Deal breaker is just someone who is not for me.
Okay.
If you're gonna be for me, you have to be for me. Don't come to me and then don't be for me.
Okay.
Meaning, don't come to me and complain about the things that my life is gonna come with. Everybody's life comes with different packages. My life comes with 5 children. My life comes with, before I'm anything, I'm a mother. That's my life. That's what I come with.
I understand. Does he have to?
Brothers, you would think the way she's talking, she acted like she's the prize. You're not the prize, ma'am. And I don't know what it is about these women that thinking that they're the prize. Go on TikTok, brothers. It's women now talking about they're the prize. Women, I don't know what make these women think that they are the prize, especially women with multiple kids. You are a package. That's all you are. And you might be a package that might blow up. A suitcase. You are baggage. But women still think that they are the prize. And the single mothers are even getting worse. Brothers, back in the days, maybe in the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, it used to be honorable for a man to take care of another man's child. Now, brothers, it is a headache. Because like with this woman, she has 5 children. And then her. That's 6 kids altogether. Because even with her mentality, she's a child too. So, brothers, I'm going to say this again. Dating a single mother can be dangerous. Let's continue.
You have to look a certain way.
Now, as long as you clean and well groomed, because I'm all about clean and hygiene.
Say one more time.
Clean and hygiene, well groomed. Clean and good hygiene. Good hygiene.
Clean.
Good hygiene. Does he have good hygiene?
Okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money? Hello, Shariah?
No, long as you work. Long as you work, you can take care of yourself. Because I come with 5 kids. So I work and take care of myself and my 5 kids. So you got to have your own table. Because right now, I feed my table.
Wait.
I don't know. So, brothers, her internet went out. So we're going to finish this out, but her internet went out. So she's pretty much done. But y'all heard what she said. Y'all heard what she said. She has her own table. She has her own table. She come with 5 kids, so you better come with your own stuff. I don't even know what the hell that means. What does that even mean? I mean, I know what it means, but according to her, what is she talking about? You have a whole baggage. It ain't just you. And you're going to expect that man to help you with something. And brothers, there's nothing wrong with you dating a single mother. There's nothing wrong with it. But again, I'm going to continue to say it. It can be dangerous. And the reason why I say that, because you got to deal with her kids. You don't know what type of relationship she has with her baby daddy. That nigga might be crazy. You have a lot to worry about. Your life is on the line when you are dealing with single mothers, brothers. So, all you brothers with no kids, I advise you to find a woman with no children. There is no reason for you to be dealing with a single mother, because you are going to put your life on the line. If you're going to do that, you might as well go ahead and go to the firing squad. Did I say that right? Or get ready to kill yourself. If that's especially a woman with multiple baby daddies. Go ahead and say that I want to get shot, because you might die. But let's go ahead and finish this out.
Shariah, we're going in and out, honey. Hello? Shariah? Shariah. I don't want to disconnect with you, so I'm not sure. Oh, maybe she got disconnected. Okay, I'm not sure how it ended. Well, y'all, this was a pop-up show. This was not this was not a planned show. We do still have our show tonight. We still do have our show tonight. We still do have our show tonight. Here's the deal. None of us are better than anybody. We all got shit. Okay? And but I've been praying for how to give truth, and particularly with Black women. Because I feel like if it's a Black man or a man, period, I can speak freely and there's no backlash. Like, yes, tell that man, tell that.
Y'all heard that. When it comes to a Black man, she can speak freely and there's no backlash. And the reason for that, I hope y'all heard that. Oh, I hope y'all heard that, brothers. She said,
"Oh, it's your reception."
Oh no, I was muted. But brothers, I hope y'all heard that. When it comes to talking to Black men, she can speak freely and there's no backlash. And I'm gonna tell you why she said that.
Your reception.
Oh, my reception? Oh, okay, but hey, why my connection gotta be bad? Anyway, is my connection good for y'all or no? Okay, so brothers, let me tell you why she said that she can speak freely to Black men and there's no backlash. The men of America have been raised to not really go back and forth with women. So she's going to talk crazy to Black men, and most Black men, they're really not going to go back and forth. Well, I'm not going to even say most, because nowadays some of these men, they're going crazy on Black women. But we've been trained not to go back and forth with Black women. We've been trained. Women can say whatever they want to a Black man, and there's no backlash. Because she said it. I didn't say it. She did. She said there's no backlash. She can speak freely to Black men because Black women don't respect Black men. They don't respect you. And I've said this before. The white man doesn't care about you. The white woman doesn't care about you. And your own women, the so-called Black woman of America, doesn't give a shit about you. That's why a lot of our women talk to men the way they do. They are part of the KKK, brothers. They are part of the KKK. But let's go ahead and continue, because she's going to tell you how she speaks, how she feels about her so-called sisters.
That's what I meant. But whenever it comes to Black women, it's a very sensitive space because I don't want to beat down my sisters, because you're my sister. I'm a Black woman, right? But I do want to give a perspective that I think we're walking away from. And that's why I was trying to talk to her about her children's dads. Like, those aren't men she want to be with. So if you want a different type of man, this other man that you now may desire, he's going to want different things. Now, I do respect the fact her kids come with her kids, so I agree with that. If you're going to be with her, you have to love on her 5 kids, and that's just point blank, period, non-negotiable. But I think it's unfair to say that men are bad guys if they say, I don't want to sign up for that for whatever reason they have. And a lot of men that you guys do describe that you want as in character, they tell me often, you know, of course there's men that date women with children. We see them every day, right? My mother had kids before my dad, and my dad dated my mom. Hell yeah, it happens. But there are some men that are good men that start with no children. So women, to you, I would say, really start thinking about who you have a baby by. You know, you can't control that. I'm not telling you to go out here have an abortion. Shit, make them wear a condom. Be on birth control. There's a lot of ways to have sex without getting pregnant, child. And start thinking about that, because as you get older and you want a different type of guy, that might be something that he may consider that might not be necessarily in your favor. And of course, your child comes first, so it is what it is, right? But also, too, I want to say this. I know we say it all the time. There's someone for everyone. It's just not true, people. There's not a romantic person for every human being, and you don't need me to tell you that. You got friends and family who have passed on without ever having a romantic companionship. So that's just reality that we live in. Listen, much love to Shariah. Much love to Shariah. It does take a lot of courage to come on my show. So let me start there. She hung up, and I wanted to really change our energy because I feel like, I wanted to get points. She wanted to get points, and I knew she felt offended by some of the things that I said. So it is what it is. But we got disconnected. So if she ever wants to come back on, we can continue, and that will be it. But ciao, ciao, ciao.
So, brothers, listen. You see how soft she was with whatever her name was, Shariah, whatever her name is? 5 kids. Let me tell you something, brothers, and I've said this before. Sometimes adults have to talk to other adults like children, whether it's a man or woman, because a lot of these so-called grown people don't get it. You don't need to make a mistake. You don't have to make a mistake, brothers, just so you can get it. You can learn from somebody else's mistake. I did. I learned from somebody else's mistake, so I said I don't want to do that. A lot of you, sometimes y'all got to learn from other people's mistakes. It is not worth it. That woman ain't worth it. A lot of men are now turning away from, well, let me rephrase that. A lot of American black men are turning away from black American women. They don't want to deal with y'all no more. They don't want to deal with y'all mouth. They don't want to deal with y'all the way y'all are. A lot of y'all are acting like hyenas and wildebeests. Y'all don't want to listen. And I know not every man is a man or conducts himself like a man, but y'all women, y'all want men, but yet y'all don't want to be told what to do. I don't want to fix y'all. I do when I get into a relationship. I hope that we're good, but I ain't here to fix all y'all women. Y'all could do whatever the hell y'all want to do. I don't give a damn. Y'all could jump off the roof. Y'all could jump off a cliff. Y'all could jump off a mountain. Go skydiving. Do some crazy shit. But I'm not here to save y'all. If y'all get cussed out, it's on y'all. But on that note, brothers, that's pretty much it. I just want to put that out there and show y'all another one that's out of control. Peace.